Yay, I'm online. Hey people, let's do some sharing.
I love you.
I love you too, Pookies.
Pookies.
My wife Rachel is sitting next to me for the stream today.
Pookie.
You think they would save the frickin' hashtags so I don't have to type them every time. Okay. So we are going to play Sigarda, Host of Herons. This is one of my favorite commanders. Now before I get started on Sigarda, we've got a new friend in the stream today. One of Rachel's little critters has come down to join us. We don't really have a name for this one yet. Rachel joked about calling it Whippy before I started the stream just so it would have a name. So it's a little baby vinegaroon or whipscorpion. They get about 5 inches long as adults. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out so it's easier to see. Cutie. They look really fierce, but they're actually pretty harmless. Ooh, so scary. So scary. Yeah, they're totally harmless. The worst thing they can do is spray you with a little thing that smells like vinegar, which is how they get their names. But yeah, she's a little baby one. We've had her how many years now?
Quite a few. I don't know exactly how many. But
Maybe 4 or 5 years. I'm not familiar with the species as well as Rachel is, so I don't know their lifespan. But with most arachnids, you can get anywhere from 10 to 30 years out of a lot of them. So it wouldn't surprise me. I love how she's still waving around her legs that are modified antenna, waiting for something to prod her again. So she's just going to chill out over there and watch us play. So we are going to be playing Sigarda. So she's a 5-drop Selesnya, 5/5 flying hexproof. Spells and abilities my opponents control can't cause me to sacrifice permanents. So she is the perfect, absolutely perfect Voltron commander. Voltron's really hard to play because so much stuff can kind of ruin your day, especially stuff like Grave Pact or Dictate of Erebos. And Sigarda gets around that. She's got the built-in hexproof, so she doesn't have to worry about removal. The only thing that can kill her is board wipes. So we've got basic Selesnya lands, but I got a couple of fancy things in here I wanted to show off. So since I only have really one creature most of the time, I've got Maze of Ith in here to keep me safe from scarier stuff, along with Core Haven. I've got a ton of equipment, so Mishra's Workshop is in here. It taps for 3, but only to play artifacts. I really wish I could pay equip costs, but equipment didn't exist back then. We've got Rogue's Passage if I want to make her unblockable. And then one of my personal favorite magic cards, the Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale. So I've only got one creature. Everybody else has got many creatures. So creatures cost 1 mana per turn to maintain. They're going to have some trouble paying that cost, and I'm not. So Tabernacle is an amazing card, and this new artwork is phenomenal. There's a good chance I'm going to splurge and get myself a foil one at some point. And we've also got Yavimaya Hollow in here. People tend to forget this is in play. It's a land that can regenerate a creature for 1 green. As for the stuff in the deck, we've got Sigarda's Aid. Ironic, because hey, that's the commander. Lets me play my equipment at flash speed, and when they get cast, they auto-equip, so it saves us a lot of mana costs. We've got Conqueror's Flail as one of the equipments. This is more to keep people from casting spells during our turn. Another card people forget about is Righteous Aura. For a white and 2 life, I can prevent all damage dealt to me from a source. So if someone wants to, like, say, Exsanguinate or just some random red burn spell, I can just take 2 damage and only eat that instead of whatever they want to deal, like the 20 damage or so. Or like if an Ulamog is swinging it at me. Dawn Charm's doing some double duty here. It's a good fog in case someone attacks me with a ton of stuff and I just can't deal with it. It can also regenerate Sigarda in a pinch if someone plays a board wipe that's not Damnation or Wrath of God. And it also counterspells that targets me if that just happens to come up. Valorous Stance is another double duty card. I can kill something with toughness 4 or greater, or I can give Sigarda indestructible. Pure Steel Paladin's one of our only creatures, basically because he makes equip cost 0. Now, really big cards is when we get into these 3-drop equipments. There's 2 in here that people don't normally think of when they think of Voltron decks. Now, Sigarda's already got hexproof, so I don't have to worry about Lightning Greaves or Swiftfoot Boots. Those cards are pretty much dead in this deck. But now I've got Chariot of Victory, which will give me the haste that I'm looking for, and it comes with First Strike and Trample. And then Haunted Cloak, same thing, it gives me haste, and it comes with Vigilance and Trample. So either one of those is doing a lot more work than I would if I'd put Swiftfoot Boots in here. We can make her indestructible, we can give her Double Strike, we can give her Lifelink and Trample and Power Boost. We've got all but one of the swords in here. I'm just not running Body and Mind. Force Field is more good defense. Make sure I'm not taking too much damage since I'm not going to be blocking much. We've got Static Orb in here. Static Orb is kind of interesting. It only allows 2 permanents to be untapped during players' untap phases. I've only got 1 permanent I really care about, and that's Sigarda. So once she's equipped up, dropping a Static Orb out ensures that I'm the only one really doing stuff. Same thing with Crackdown. Keeps non-white creatures from untapping. We've got Ghostly Prison to keep us safe, Prison Term to keep the biggest threat off the table. Archnemesis is one of my favorite cards. It's a fog that also gives you a ton of spiders. So those will stick around and help me block stuff after a bit. Dueling Grounds only lets 1 creature attack or block each combat. I've got Armageddon. Yeah, I know, I feel dirty. Once you get all your equipment on Sigarda, you don't really need mana anymore. And this keeps people from being able to deal with her. I'm still going to feel horrible if I cast it. Johnny's really good. He's going to be able to give her First Strike, Vigilance, and Lifelink. You're only going to use that +1 unless you can ultimate him. As soon as if he gets to 7, you got to go for the emblem. It's going to keep you safe the rest of the game. Comeuppance is another way to stay safe. It's going to redirect any damage dealt to you. We've got Megaslit Tabernacle for an extra Tabernacle effect. Divine Reckoning is a board wipe where we can keep Sigarda safe. I've got Modin here since she's flying. We want only her to be able to attack. We don't care about any other creatures. Abundance is really good for making sure we get our land drops when we need them, and we get things that aren't land drops when we need them. Blinkmoth Urn is another really cool card. It gives you a mana during your main phase for each artifact you control, which we're going to have a ton of. So if she dies, this is our way to re-equip everything really easily when we recast. More stuff to keep me safe, stuff to put counters on her and gain life. Ward of Bones is another interesting one. So your opponents can't cast permanents if they have more of that permanent than we do. So I've only got 1 creature, they can only have 1 creature. And then All Is Dust is a really good board wipe because it leaves our equipment in play. So that's what we're looking at with Sigarda. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can find a match here. I've got a friend that's trying to communicate with me right now, so I may need to be checking my phone as I play. So let's see where we can go with this tonight. Not sure how long it's going to take us to get opponents here. It's nice to see we've got a cute little bug out that's actually being active, unlike Loki. I swear I named that little fucker after the god of chaos, and she barely does anything. Wondering how much she's showing up on camera. Oh, she looks great on camera. This is the boring part of the stream where we're just sitting and waiting. Hey, there we go. I won the die roll. Yeah, I'd love to go first. Thank you for asking. Okay, we have Atraxa, Aryel, and Kami. Okay, this is going to be an interesting game. I've got some mana, I've got a Chariot of Victory, a Reward of Bones, Chromatic Lantern. I would rather have 2 equipment, but this hand isn't bad. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I haven't played an Aryel deck yet. This should be interesting. Knight Tribal. Oh, Rachel, while we have some dead time, before I forget to ask you, did you say I was good to order the trackball tonight?
Wait until I can have all the money in deposited.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's get our tap land out first. Yeah, so really good news. I found a left-handed trackball. One of my friends tracked one down. Sadly, it's only wireless, so I have to constantly put batteries in the thing. But, yeah, I'm gonna have a trackball that doesn't hurt anymore. Which reminds me, I should go grab my vape. Yay, pain relief. Now, if I could just figure out how to make this thing less noisy. So I had to run up to the mall today to stop by a game store and deliver some cards to someone. And I saw FYE was going out of business. They've got everything about 90% off. And I saw the rack right up front that said buy 1 t-shirt, get 3 free. So I couldn't resist. I ended up getting 4 t-shirts for us, 2 for me and 2 for Rachel. And I got Rachel one with a bunch of cats and Death Stars and all kinds of stuff on it that said Cat Wars. It was really cute. And then another one with Chewbacca covered in porgs. And then I got myself a Bryan Danielson Yes shirt from WWE and a Deadpool t-shirt. So I'm pretty happy with those. You're probably going to see mine on the stream pretty soon. I'm so glad I got a new Ancient Tomb. The art on this masterpiece is just stunning. For anyone wondering, my current snack is a chocolate bar. Can't beat chocolate. We have a howling mine on a stick. Oh, I can cast Sigarda on my turn. Kind of defeats the purpose of the haste equipment, but it's still nice getting her into play on turn 3. Yay, card draw. I think I would actually take pork chops and mashed potatoes over my chocolate bar. I had a hot dog a little while ago. On the plus side, I think I'm making tacos on Saturday. Those are going to be awesome. Okay, that cute little whipscorpion is all over the place. I think she's mad because I took her bark out. I don't know if you noticed when I was going over the build for this deck, but there's only 2 of each basic land in here. Since so much of the deck is colorless, there's no point in having a ton of colored mana. Oh, this changes things. Yay, that's really awesome. And I've got 4 mana left. I think I'll play the Chariot of Victory. I don't know if you noticed, but the Chromatic Lantern makes the Mishra's Workshop tap for colored mana as well. That way I can use it for non-artifacts. I also have an Urborg in the deck that makes this card, Maze of It and Tabernacle all tap for regular mana. Let's tap for red. Yay, equipment. Voltron decks are so fun. I like putting the pieces together. Hey, cutie. What's up? You wanna pinch me? You wanna pinch me? Are you trying to pinch me? I've been pinched by her. It doesn't hurt much at all. She looks so ferocious, though. Like a little black piranha plant from Mario Brothers when she rears up like that. Ooh, good card. I play that in my Atraxa builds. It's the first time I've seen someone else using it. got a couple other fun new decks I may throw up on the stream in a little bit today. I'm going to take a break in between each one so I can get the videos queued up for YouTube too. That way I don't have to go back and spend hours editing later. Oh, I love the art on that card. I just got a foil copy of the paper one in the mail maybe 2 weeks ago. Your whipscorpion's being adorable and threatening.
Aw.
I got her to stand all the way up and look like a piranha plant. I don't know how many of you watching have actually seen a paper Mishra's Workshop. It looks like a 2-year-old drew it. I feel really bad saying that because I used to know the artist, but they really did not do a good job. It was abysmal. So when I went to go buy this today and saw this new artwork, just my jaw hit the floor. It was God, it's such an improvement. So see, bonus hunger here. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If you have the city's blessing, they sacrifice half their creatures. Doesn't do a thing to me. Even if I had Sigarda out in play, I'm good. Dude, you got one creature. It's not a hard pick. Here, I'll pick it for you. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm wondering what's going to go over here. If it's going to be the Graceful Adept or the Kami. Okay. Hopefully they get their Reliquary Tower soon. Yay, time for me to do abusive things. Prison Term and Darksteel Plate. Ooh, I like that. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana to play with. Means I can cast Sigarda and equip my hasty thing to her. Wait, can I? Yeah, I can cast Sigarda. Everything makes any color. So let's get a white, another white, a green, 2 colorless, cast Sigarda. What was that thing I was saying about this can't equip anything? Oh, Chromatic Lantern, you're so useful. We're going to do that, and we're going to pay with a blue. Oh, that's so beautiful. I think Atraxa is going to take the first hit. I'm going to try not to be too big of a bitch with it, and I'm going to go from one person to the next, not just pick on the same person. Because her commander damage adds up really fast. But Sword of Fire and Ice is going to be really nice too. So we've got 2 blue players on the table. So they'll get rid of their abilities to block. Oh, we have an Atraxa. So I definitely want to make Sigarda unblockable to Atraxa. I'm just going to yield to the Proliferate. I swear, Atraxa is such a word salad of abilities. I tend to forget that she's got flying and vigilance and lifelink and ugh. She's so good. Where's the Zoidberg?
Okay.
I want a Zoidberg.
Zoidberg, I think he's upstairs.
I'm not sure if I'm hearing Zoidberg or Max getting down on the chow in the kitchen.
I think Zoidberg, the little porker.
Yeah, and Zoidberg is getting kind of chunky. I swear, it's like he's trying to put on some blubber to protect himself from the cold up here.
Yeah.
It's the curse of being a hairless cat living in upstate New York. Oh, that stupid thing. I swear to God, I've told it to stop checking. I've gone through all the settings. I don't know why it keeps popping up. This is why I hate Windows computers. If any of you can tell me how to fix it, please let me know. Leave me a comment on YouTube or hit me up on Twitter at SkySpider. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Hey, thank you, Fishcast MTG. I appreciate the extra promotion of my stream. It's so kind of you. We merfolk players do have to stick together. We are a special breed. Especially me. You know, I'm really a mermaid. You can't see me from the waist down here. So you guys have no idea if I'm telling you the truth or not. I'm totally a mermaid. I mean, how else would I have purple hair? Rachel, I got a cool idea for a treat for the viewers.
What?
At some point, do you want to bring a roach down and feed your whipscorpion on camera?
Not tonight.
Aw. They know they can't target Sigarda, right? There's no other tapped creature. I think they didn't realize that Sigarda's hexproof. Time for more equipment. Oh, extra card time. A Johnny. Ooh. That gives me more options. Okay, so I definitely want to cast Dark Steel Plate. That one was a no-brainer. Because this stops almost every board wipe. Hey Max, how you doing? Come on over. You want to be on camera? Yeah, the only board wipes that Dark Steel Plate won't help with is like Terminus or Final Judgment. Oh, and Max is already gone. So yeah, the stuff that like exile or try to put my commander in a different zone, Cyclonic Rift. Oh. Okay, we are heavily equipped here. So let's go against our Kami opponent. Swinging in for 7, plus a shock, plus a card draw. Okay, what am I going to target? Let's target Atraxa. I don't want to be a jerk. It's gonna make the Atraxa player freak out. So now I know why people tap their lands on turn 1. Got 2 mana left. I don't see anything I can do with 2 mana, so I'm just gonna pass. Sigarda's doing work though. So yeah, I've been playing Sigarda as a commander, I think, since maybe the set after she was released. So what's that? That's the Avacyn Restored block? Something to do with Avacyn Restored. It's in Innistrad, the original one. I've been refining her over the years, basically. Figuring out what equipment works, what equipment doesn't work. Trying her with enchantments. She's real fun with Umbra enchantments. Those function about as well as Dark Steel Plate does. And there's less cards that kill enchantments as compared to artifacts. Oh, Rachel, you'll be happy. I have the sword you like the best equipped right now.
You did.
The one that you said looks like a skull, I think. Is that what you said?
Yep.
And Atraxa is suffering from a case of none of the best mana. I'm sorry, blue players. White mana is the best mana. White is by far the best color. Sure, you've got counter spells. But white can deal with every single permanent. White can board wipe in every way imaginable. White's got amazing creatures. White does everything. White even has counter spells. So yeah, you're just going to have to deal with it. White's the best color in Magic. Ooh, we're helping friends out after attacking them for commander damage. That's awfully random. Uh-oh. We have a whipscorpion trying to escape. Where do you think you're going? Boop. 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 You gotta go back down. Boop. You gotta go back down. Go, go, go. Go back down. Dork. I'll give you your log back. Silly bug. So we now know the first bug to attempt an escape. Can't wait for Liliana to try it. Ooh, that is a really, really good card. That is one of my favorite Pillow Fort cards. That is a problem for me. I've got removal for it, but I don't know if I want to just go right in with the removal or just be patient and kill them last. I think I want to wait until I've got two really good targets for that. So our little whippy friend has gone out of my field of vision. Hope you guys can still see her. Oh, there she is. So I mentioned Liliana escaping. Liliana is a very, very aggressive, very, very fast tarantula of mine. I've thought about putting her on camera. I don't think she'd try to escape, but if she does, I'm in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of wires around this desk. There's a lot of hiding spots. It would not go well. So I just got asked by a friend if I can see the Twitch chat. I cannot. You need to figure out a way to get that set up to where I can see the chat on screen at the same time. If someone wants to shoot me a message on Twitter and help me set that up, I'd really appreciate it. Again, my Twitter is SkySpider. And yes, my text message sound is BB-8. Because Star Wars, motherfuckers. I am a Skywalker. Oh god, so apparently you're watching, Tyler. There you go. Enjoy your Star Trek dorkdom. Bigger dork than me. Or is it nerd? Same thing. As long as we're not geeks, right? Tragic arrogance and reflecting pool. I love this new art on Reflecting Pool. It's gorgeous. I think I want to get Ward of Bones down this turn. Let's look at what I got here. Oh, I can do some tricky stuff. Let's go ahead and get this Thran Dynamo out. Strip Mine for a red. Someone just sent me 9 text messages at once. My watch is going nuts. Yeah, if I drop the Word of Bones now, that means the Atraxa player and the Kami player both can't cast creatures. No one can cast enchantments. People can have a lot of artifacts. And I think it even stops lands. Does it stop lands? Yep, stops lands too. Let's have the 3, 4, 5, 6. I like confusing them by doing all the off-color mana. Cast Ward of Bones. Got 3 mana left to play with. Yeah, the only other thing I'd want to cast is a Johnny. Let's see what we draw off the sword when we attack. We're going to go against JHugh78 now. I'm not sure how to say that username. I guess JHugh. Daler and Faloran are both at least phonetic. I can say those. I'm sure that's just first initial and 3 letters of the last name. Okay, what do I deal 2 damage to? Let's do it over here. Oh. And then I draw a card. It's land. I already played a land, didn't I? Yeah, I already played a land. Guess we are just done. And now we watch people have the dawning realization of what Ward of Bones does. Ooh, Mirari's Wake. Awesome card. I have that in this deck. I like the other art better. I don't know, that one just feels like it blends into the card frame a little too much. I'm all for complementary color palettes. Like you can see Sigarda is a really complementary color palette. But yeah, that one seems to be just a little bit of overkill. Okay, we're trying to make friends again. I don't like that thing getting counters. I might have my second Return to Dust target. I'm being told instead of Nerd and Dork, Nerd Life would have been really good, but I think it skews a little more onto the cliche. I was going for something truly unique with my knuckle dusters. I think I went really unique when I got my Game Boy buttons. Still my favorite video game system to this day. I really miss having something so super tiny in my pocket. And we've got our cell phones now, but they just don't have the buttons. Ooh, this is a great card. If you're not playing this in Commander, you better have a good reason for it. That card is so versatile and useful. There you are. Making sure we're not sneaking away when I'm not looking. She's probably wondering why the light's been out so long. Normally our bugs only have a light on, like if we're getting dressed, because our dressers are all in the bug room, or when we're feeding them, so they don't get light for very long. Oh, we're going to do some climbing. Nope, nope, false alarm. We're not climbing. Or maybe we are.
Going to bed.
You leaving me?
Yep.
Love you.
Love you too.
Sleep well, cutie pie.
I'll try.
Ooh, Wrath of God. Yay, it doesn't touch me because Dark Steel Plate. I don't think they realize that. Bye, sweetie. Rachel gets up early in the mornings for work, and I'm a bit of a night owl. When left to my own devices, I kind of shift to a really late night schedule. I think they're realizing Wrath of God didn't do much. God, they tried to use the seal away, then they tried to use the Wrath of God, and they got pretty much nowhere. Okay, let's go with the Temple of Plenty so I can scry. I want to see what I'm going to draw with the sword this turn. Okay, that's not a card I need, so let's put that on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and cast a Johnny. Yeah, let's cast a Johnny. We need a white. We need green. Hey, look, it's a Johnny. Gotta love that ultimate. Gain 100 life. Okay, thank you. Someone's finally trying to slow me down. Oh, I was wondering where the Maze of Ith came from, and just remember the Dream Fracture makes me draw a card too. Okay, I don't have a ton more I can do. I'm just gonna go ahead and swing at Atraxa. Say Lauren. God, I hope I'm not too old and people actually get that joke. Okay, Sword of Fire and Ice. Let's hit Forlorn again because that life total is pretty high. Okay, someone got the joke. And we drew another land. Okay. Would like more equipment, please. Sigarda has some extra appendages not holding weapons. I would like to give her some more. Oh, I got 8 cards. Stitch one of the land. Just gonna play Maze of It next turn anyway. I was so excited that one of my favorite arts in the history of Magic, which is the original Maze of It, was available in foil, and I jumped on that card for $10 today. It's a little oversaturated with the foil version, but I've always wanted that art in foil, so I'm still really happy to see it. I just wish I could get it with like the masterpiece frame, like this Temple Garden. Yeah, Anson Maddox was my original favorite Magic artist. Since he's retired, I've replaced him with Therese Nielsen and Rebecca Guay. I'm being told Ironic was not about irony, ironically. But Weird Al's Word Crimes is going to play now. Oh, Atraxa is back. Ooh. Atraxa brought a friend. Yeah, as you can see, Word of Bones does some work. This silly, forgotten card from, I think, Eventide just does some truly amazing things when you're playing a single creature deck. Are we going to pump up the Archmage Ascension again? Yes, we are. Wow, you really want them to tutor for cards. I guess they're hoping someone can get to some answers to get Atraxa off the table. I think Cyclonic Rift is probably the only hope that blue deck has. I think we need one more counter to get it. Oh no, 6 or more counters. So yeah, they're tutoring right now. And they only have 6 land though, so they still can't Cyclonic Rift. You need 7 mana to overload that. I know I'm telling them basically how to beat my deck, but whatever. I like a challenge. I like how this game has basically become an archenemy. For those not familiar, archenemy is a 1-on-3 version of a game where the one usually is way more powerful. It's like a specific format that they make cards and rules for. But sometimes in EDH, when you get a player that just gets out to this kind of advantage, you can basically end up with an archenemy game. That little whipscorpion is so active. Don't you dare try to climb out again. I'm going to tickle your face if you try it. That's a good girl. I have to keep the lids open to do the filming because they make it harder to look in with the camera. It really obscures the view. Activating Mirage Mirror. If you do the seal away, that doesn't do anything. It's the triggers when it comes into play. I don't understand what you're going for here. I really don't understand what you're going for here. Oh, is that Soul Debbie Excavation? Wow. Alliances for the win. I haven't seen this in like 20 years. Gotta love that modernized wording that's like 10 times more confusing than the old one. But I do like that it just says Scry 1 now. That's way more clean. Okay, so we have dueling Mirage Mirrors. Okay, I thought they were activating the other one. They're just casting a new one. It's a pretty foil. I definitely would have bought a foil if they'd had it when I went to go buy mine. Ooh, good card. I love the Magus series, where they just print a stupidly powerful instant or sorcery, or other random type of card, onto a creature. So it still has the stupidly powerful effect, but it's just easier to deal with, since creatures die to so many different effects. What's in the graveyard that I need to be worried over there? I'm trying to save them casting a third spell that doesn't work. It's going to make me feel horrible. So, if you notice, Mazavith taps for mana now. Because I planned for that stuff and did some awesome things. It's happening for 3 colorless. We are now gaining lifelink and trample. Well, we already have trample. So we're gaining lifelink. That is terrifying. It's also pumping her up to 10 power, so I can start eliminating people here. Now I could totally try to remove these this turn, but I'm willing to bet they have a counter spell in hand. With all that blue mana untapped, I don't want to waste the one thing I've got to remove the dissipation field. Tap for 3. Equip. Is everyone okay with me equipping? Pretty sure it's just gonna happen. So I could kill the Atraxa player right now, but I don't want to be mean. I'm going to give everybody the biggest chance they can to actually beat me. So this is going to put someone up to, it'll put J. Hugh up to 17 commander damage. So not quite lethal. Need to get to 21 for lethal. But that's going to put them both into the single shot range. Then I'll worry about Daler last because of that dissipation field. I have a feeling I'm going to get Cyclonic Rifted in a second anyway. I think they were waiting to see if I attacked them. Since I'm attacking elsewhere, I'm probably safe. Yep, looks like I'm safe. I don't know if you can hear Zoidberg in the background there. Just getting all howler. Put that on the stack. What do I want to... Nothing has like 2 toughness. Lending you for 2. How about that? Then I draw a card. Don't be a land, please. Can I get more equipment? More equipment? Are we going to get equipment here? Are they going to pass? Is the game going to progress? I can't hold the dumb pose anymore. So Lauren, where are you? Sword of Fire and Ice is targeting someone else. Just need you to hit OK. Or F6. Give me something here. Oh, we have an escapee. Dork. I'm gonna tickle your face. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Okay. Cool part is I do Cavern of Souls. So I can play that naming Angel. And then when I have to recast Sigarda later, I can just not have to worry about counter spells. Wow. Every mana twice. Okay. So I totally derped on targeting with the Sword of Fire and Ice. I was not thinking on that one. Oh well. It didn't get countered when I replayed it, so all's good. Cyclonic Rift. Oh, Miko Koro. Okay, I'm down with that. Such a good land. Very friendly. It's really good for white decks, because white is lacking in card draw. That's the one thing white doesn't do well. Can still do it, but it doesn't do it well. So I've been known to run quite a few Miko Koros in my decks over the years. I'm totally fine with that when it goes off. Okay, did you find a hidey hole? I see your tail poking out. Just checking on our little critter of the day there. I may switch her out for a spider when I do my cut for the next video. Dale, or where are you at? It's your own card. Oh, you're tutoring. That's what's going on. Stupid Archmage Ascension. I know they're looking for some answer to Sigarda right now. You know, another thing I could look for, rather than just trying to remove the dissipation field, I can try and find a way to get Sigarda's power up to 14. That way I don't have to worry about the bounce, I can just kill in one hit. So at the moment I'm in a position where I'm going to start eliminating people with each swing. Trying to decide what order I want to start in. Oh, we're going under the log. This is real good for camera. Compelling critter footage. At least I don't have to worry about her trying to escape now. I'm pretty sure she's happy where she is. It's what she was looking for the whole time. So yeah, when I cut before my next, before playing my next deck, I'm going to go grab another critter. I might grab one of my bigger ones. Or one of Rachel's bigger ones. We got some really cool spiders upstairs. Seriously, if you can think of a color, we have a spider in that color or combination of colors. We only have about around 40 tarantulas right now. It's a little low for us. We've just been, we always reduce the number when we move from state to state. And when we moved here from Oklahoma, we cut it down to about 30. And we've just been really slow to size up the collection again. I don't know why it's taken us so long. When we were out in Oklahoma, we got up to around 100 again. Florida, I had the largest number at one time. I had several thousand. I was doing tons of breeding work back in Florida. One of my friends back in Florida is watching the stream right now, and he keeps texting me. I have no idea what that last message meant, though. Oh, wow. Oh, God. So I said I've got spiders of any color. This smartass sends me a message with, do you have one in polka dot clear? I have clear shrimp. Those are arthropods, so close enough. They're ghost shrimp. They're in my fish tank, just behind where my laptop's sitting. So I had my small cube fish tank on in the very first video I did with my beta fizzle in it. We actually have another fish tank that's 55 gallons, 100% live plant. We've had it up and running for 4 years now. All the guppies in the tank were born in the tank. We've had neon tetras that are 4 years old living in there. Oh shit. I forgot to put this stop. Did I catch it in time? Yes. No blockers. But someone forgot the maze of it. I swear this is one of my favorite cards. It's really ironic that it's a card that came out pretty much around the time I started Magic. Oops. In my head, I'm playing back a clip from Mythbusters where they go to test fire a cannon that they're about to attach to a car, but they forgot to attach to anything, and the cannon like shoots backwards off the table. And after they realize what happened, they're like, somebody forgot the Newton's laws. So yeah, Newton's laws are pretty much equivalent with Mazavith. Yep, we're tutoring again. I really, really wish Taylor would tap out before my turn so I could exile that stupid thing. I hate this many tutors, but they did earn them. I try never to run more than like maybe 2 tutors in a deck. Unless I'm like playing Captain Sisay or something. It feels too consistent. I like EDH because the games are random and chaotic and you never play the same game twice. That's the whole point of a 100-card singleton. And when you tutor every turn, you can just pretty much play your best card every time and just go right down the line, like deck doing the same thing every game. I don't know, it's just one of my philosophies of Commander. Like my one big exception is if I'm playing black. Black's got a lot of tutors. It's like what something the color does. Like demonic tutor, vampiric tutor. Oh, what's imperial? Something seal starts with an E. I can't think of the word now. Like black has 1.5 million tutors. Diabolic tutor with the really cool artwork of Liliana whispering in Chandra's ear. Talk her into doing some very bad things. Oh cool, we're way up on top of the cork bark. That was a really good view. Hope that came through looking good on the camera. I don't know, you're watching over there. Send me a text if that looked cool. Zoidberg says it looked cool. Ooh, they're a Dawnbringer. I need to get a protection from white sword. very soon. There's 2 of them in the deck. I'm so happy it was cheap enough to get all the masterpieces for the swords. I still say Sword of Feast and Famine is the prettiest of the masterpiece line. That art and the one for Misty Rainforest are probably my 2 favorites. And fun point of trivia, Misty Rainforest is the only foil card where the butterflies shimmer in the artwork. Where, like, the insect isn't like the focal point of the art, like Golden Glow Moth or something. But yeah, Misty Rainforest has all those little butterflies flittering around, the red color butterflies. And if you tilt the card, they turn different rainbow colors. I've been meaning to pick it up for a long time, but I don't play Simic very much, so it's kind of a waste of money for me, since the card costs, I think, like $250 in paper. As soon as I build a higher tier Simic deck on here, I'm totally buying it. Oh, I gotta tickle your face. Because I'm going to be distracted while I take my turn. Cavern of Souls, we're naming Angel. I like how it populates the names of what's in your deck automatically. We're going to tap 1. Play Soul Ring. Love that pretty masterpiece Soul Ring. I think I'm going to piss someone off and drop my prison term here. Oh, target creature to enchant. It's going on Lyra. Going to pay a white. Another white. Don't take damage because I'm not tapping for the 2. And we'll do a black over there just because. Will you stop trying to sneak out while I'm distracted? I'm really impressed. I did not expect her to be this active. I asked Rachel which bug I should bring down tonight, and that was her suggestion. She definitely made a good suggestion. Oh, you zoned out. The whipscorpion walked across the top of the cork bark. It was like right up in front of the camera. I was just wondering if it looked really neat. Let's go ahead and drop Sigarda's Jade. That way if I draw more equipment, I can surprise people with it. Oh, I totally wasn't watching. Did that get counted? No, it's on there. I just can't see it. That's really weird. Where the fuck is my enchantment? Okay, time to start eliminating people. Oh god, it's Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Okay, we're going for Atraxa first. Wait, why is that showing on my creature? That's really weird bug. Do you guys see this? My prison term is sitting on Sigarda when it should be over here on Lyra. That's... wow. I know Magic Online has bugs every now and then, but that's a weird one. It's still pointing at her, so it knows it's targeting her. Man, that's weird. They don't have the mana for a Cyclonic Rift. It's 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, that is 7. So do you have the Rift? Wow, I can't believe they didn't tutor for Cyclonic Rift. Oh, 2 damage. If I put it there, it's just going to bounce back to my hand, so I'm putting it over here. Even though I'm just going to kill them with Sigarda combat damage next turn. I have a feeling Daler is going to search for Cyclonic Rift now. Just a land. I thought I was going to get something better. God, that is so funny that's sitting on Sigarda. Okay, I don't have anything else. I don't know, should I go to kill the Dissipation Field? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go balls to the wall here. Not that I have any of those. Oops. Cancel. I'm going to target both of those. All the colors. Boop. And boop again. Yep, targeting both of them. Yay. Or do you have a counterspell? You've got 7 cards in hand, so you probably got a counterspell. Still, if I can stop you from tutoring up the Cyclonic Rift, I'd like to. Oh, I can make things a little easier to see now. I'd really like to stop the Cyclonic Rift if I can. Oh, paying costs. Yep, they got a counterspell. Oh, pretty counterspell. God, I love that everyone has masterpieces on here. It's so much nicer. They don't feel like I'm like overpowering everyone because my decks are like infinitely more expensive. Like when I play Paper Magic, I sit down with an $11,000 Hannah deck with Tabernacle and Mana Drain, Force Field, and all this kind of stuff. And like other people are playing like their $300 deck or their $30 pre-con deck. Like I just feel like a jerk playing against them. Like I come on here and everyone can actually afford the same cards as me. Like this is much better. This is why we need to do away with the reserve list, people. Like even though I own all these cards, like I'm a big proponent of the reserve list going away. Like I'd rather see my cards get a little cheaper and have everyone I play against have a like equal playing field against me. Like I'm not playing this game to make money. I'm playing this game to play a game. And it's more fun when it's more of a challenge. Like, I can just steamroll people all day. Like, I did that for years. I don't like doing that anymore. It's boring. Like, if I want to do that, I'll play Modern. Like, I've got a Modern deck. Like, I know how to kick some motherfucking ass. But yeah, when I play Commander, I want a nice, even game. I want to see cool shit happen. I want to see cards I haven't seen in 10, 20 years, like Soul Devi Excavations here. Like, literally, I haven't seen this card in 20 years. I forgot it was a card. Like, last time I thought about it was when Alliances was in Standard. Back then, not Standard, Type 2. Like, that's what I want out of games of Commander. Like, I want a challenge. Like, the whole reason why I didn't just take people out one at a time. Like, I want to work for this. I want to see people actually put up a fight. So yeah, no more reserve lists. Let's get rid of that shit. Make paper Magic more like Magic Online. Where we can get really badass looking Mishra's Workshops for $1.20 instead of $1,200. God, I can't believe this is $1,200. I got rid of mine when it hit $500. Are you really always when I'm fucking ranting and not looking? Okay, we're putting the lid on. Yeah, you can see there's like no good way to actually see. Night, Florida person. Don't let the giant ass bugs bite you. Not that roaches can bite you, they can only lick you. So enjoy getting licked by the cockroaches tonight. Here's your fun bug fact of the moment. I was going to say of the day, but I give way too many for it to just be one a day. So see, I look at this in the chat, right here. It really annoys me that everyone assumes that all the other players are guys. Like, I chose an avatar of Teysa because I like having a girl avatar. Like, my name's a little bit feminine. Sky is a girl's name. That is my middle name. I think my dark steel plate is going here, which I'm okay with. But yeah, I know I'm only like 1% of the player base of Magic, it feels like. I know in reality we're about 50%. It really is even, just girls seem to avoid the organized play because of how toxic it gets and how much sexism there is. But it'd be nice if people just wouldn't assume. And they'd use like a neutral pronoun at least. I don't like being called he. I really don't appreciate it. I'm wondering if you guys can still see the whipscorpion walking around down there. I hate putting that lid back on, but that little fucker's sneaky. It's too tiny to make a noise. Yep, dark steel plate. That's fine. Yes, my friend who's been texting with me did sleep in our bug room in Oklahoma when he came to visit. So he has slept with a room full of roaches. I think that might have even been back when we had hissing cockroaches, which in the middle of the night, the colony, they bump into each other at some point, and the males would get a bit aggressive with each other, and you just get this wave of them all hissing all at once. So you get like, I don't know, 200 to 1,000 roaches all hissing. It was really funny. We had to keep them in another room just because it got so loud. Did you really do that without the mana to pay for the Wrath of God? Please tell me you can cast the Wrath of God. Oh, do I want to move that to the other thing? No, I think I'm good with where it is. I do not want Lyra to block. The other card cannot block me. Hello? Okay, I'm going to play Grave Pelt Refuge. Gain myself a life. Hopefully it doesn't take 10 minutes to come back around to me. Let's go ahead and move to combat. I wonder if I'm going to get my my Darksteel plate back after combat. I know my prison term is going to fall into the graveyard. Okay, Sword of Fire and Ice on the stack. Choose any target. Do I have to? Yes, I have to. I'm going to deal it to myself. That way my sword doesn't bounce. Okay, Sigarda Jade is triggering, so that means I'm getting my... Yeah, my Darksteel plate is back. Yes. Okay, cool. It automatically equipped to my only creature. That works. So I take 2 damage, I draw a card. Go ahead and close that window out. Dueling Grounds is nice. I'm going to throw the Sylvan Reclamation. This is basically an extra Return to Dust. I'm really, really fond of this card. And a green and a white. It's a card most people don't really think about, but the fact it can kill 2 things on an opponent's turn, and you've got the basic land cycling in a pinch, I actually think it's better than Return to Dust, even though it costs 1 more, and it's 2 colors. I just like that extra versatility. I still usually play both when I'm playing Silesia colored decks. Okay, that's fair. I don't know if I really want to commit any more mana to the board. Well, there's not much my opponent can do. So, I mean, I'm not going to do anything else with this mana. So I'm going to go ahead and cast my Ghostly Prison. So if it's not obvious by now, Sigarda is probably one of my best commanders. I think that's mostly based on how long I've been playing her. I just have so much experience with this deck. I think she's up there with Hannah and Teysa as far as my long-term decks. Doran's up there as well, but Doran's way more casual. It's kind of hard to turn that deck into something tier 1. Oh, no, I always forget her. I've also got Nahiri, the Planeswalker Nahiri. She plays a lot like this Sigarda deck, just with token creatures. And it's mono white, so it runs a little bit differently. I've got a lot more equipment in it as well. So yeah, that deck is an absolute blast to play. Ooh. Wonder if the other player's still watching. That's a really good way to stop me right now. See, this is why I like Vigilance. If I had the other one of these, I would have Vigilance. So now I gotta figure out how to untap her. I think the best way to get there is probably just to draw my Crescent Grip. That way I can kill the Meekstone in a split second so it can't be countered. Got 7 cards in hand. I'm going to walk into a counterspell with anything else. I think this is the first time she's ever been trapped under a Meekstone. I feel like this little bastard is going to try to sneak out of the cracked lid. So we're going to go ahead and push that all the way down. Hope you're still in frame. Copy artifact. What are you going to copy? One of my equipment, maybe? I have no idea what you're going to copy. Board of Bones wouldn't do much. I like that new art. I hadn't seen that yet. Again, way better art than the original. A lot of the old cards, they were really on a budget for art, it looks like. Fantasy Arc hadn't evolved into what it is today. Okay, Grand Dynamo. I'm curious what that looks like on the stream. Oh yeah, you can't see shit. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. I knew it'd be hard to see, but I didn't know it would be that hard to see. Well, again, after this game, I'm going to go get another bug, and it'll be one that's less prone to trying to climb out every 3 seconds. So can I top deck a Crescent Grip? Please, Crescent Grip. That's not a Crescent Grip. I'm really wondering what they've got that could actually do anything here. So they can only drop, I think, 1 creature into play. Wait, no, they can drop 2 creatures. They're allowed to have 1 more than me of things. Is my opponent tutoring for a card or something? I'm worried that timer is just going to run up and that's going to be how I win. That'd be a pretty boring way to win after I've done all this amazing commander damage so far. I mean, if my opponent makes a mistake and returns Sigarda to my hand, that's another way out of this. Okay. I have 67 cards in deck, and where's their counter? Oh, there it is, 72. So they have more cards in deck than I do. Yeah, I'm going to bring a bigger bug down here for the next round. Okay, that's a thing. I love that artwork. Is that from the Vault series? I don't think I've ever seen that one, but that said, Black Vice doesn't get a lot of play in Commander since it only targets one person. I like that though. I took a damage. Hey, there's some basic land. There's 4 in the deck, and I just drew 2 of them in one draw. That's pretty amazing. I've got a thing. Why did I not see this thing before now? Let's see if I can actually cast it without it being countered. This is going to be tricky. Tap a forest for white. Love that I can do that. I probably should tap the chromatic lantern, but oh well. Do you have a counter spell for it? Probably do, but I'm going out on a limb here. This will get rid of the Meek Stone. What do we got? I don't see paying costs yet, so that's a good sign. Come on, let's get there. Damn, I gotta let him keep the Archmage Ascension to get rid of the Dissipation Field. Still worth it. Totally worth it. Do I keep the Ghostly Prisoner Sigarda's Aid? Oh crap, he's playing costs. Okay, it's countered. Got my hopes up, motherfucker. Now I just draw some cards. Let's just get some more cards out of my hand so I don't have to worry about them. Make the Black Vice a little less painful next turn. It's a good thing I gained some life. I really need to draw a Crescent Grip. Will you please draw a Crescent Grip? It's my only way out of this mess. Stupid blue decks and their counter spells. I like how it actually says my name on here. Sigarda and all her keywords. Doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Maybe I shouldn't have cut Seedborn Muse. Not that it would hit the battlefield. Sword of War and Peace. Oh, Graspful Fate is something. Granted, it has to not be countered. I don't know. I'll lead off with the sword, see if that gets countered. Hopefully, maybe that'll tap out all the mana or use up the last counter spell in hand. We got a couple paths to try here. It's always frustrating when a commander game gets into this tight of a corner. I really think it's just going to be that timer runs out. And I hate for this really long video to end that anticlimactically. It's so boring. It's just really warm. That's concerning. I'm going to turn it off. Oh, the laptop fan's blowing on it. That's why it's warm. I'm not drawing cards. What is this? 5 mana, 6, 7, Cyclonic Rift. Cyclonic Rift actually helps me. Forced Fruition. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. That's a really good card right now for them. So if I just try to get a card out of my hand, I'm going to get flooded. But that can help me dig to that Crescent Grip, which I'm totally going to try to do. Oh, I keep forgetting I can cast that with Flash. Okay, we're going to play Core Haven. I'm going to attempt to cast this. Yep, I draw 7 cards. Totally fine with that right now. Wow, you're going to let me cast the sword? Yes, I would like to use that. You're a little late. Come on, let's get that Crescent Grip. What do we got here? Do I have it? Too many cards to see what I have. Making my way there. Got a Mana Crypt I can cast for free. So that helps me dig a little deeper. There it is. We got there! Yay! If I had Zoidberg, he'd dance with me. Two columns. Whoops. Don't accidentally target my soul ring like an idiot. Two colorless. And I'll tap Strip Mine for a green, because it's still novel that I can do that. I'm going to draw 7 more cards. Good part is now I don't have to play anything else. Power 12, I do want to play something else. I need to drop a sword into play. We need 2 more power. I know you're trying to counter it. You cannot counter it. Do I have enough cards left in my deck to cast another spell? Okay, I do. So do I have 1 more sword or something that can give me 2 more power? So I want to cast it now and not... Oh, there's my 2 power. Okay, we're good. We got there. Just need to not have my opponent like do something crazy or run out of time or something like that. Hey, why didn't you auto-click? You're supposed to auto-equip. What the fuck? Okay, now I'm done. Now I've got to discard pretty much everything in my hand. I'm going to keep Tabernacle just because. I want to play that on my next turn because it's one of my favorite cards. I don't think I need card draw now. I don't want Reliquary Tower, that's gonna, like, just murder me. I'm not down to 7 yet? Jeez. Grasp of Fate. Am I still at 8? Oh my god. There we go. Shoulder is killing me today. That is not a good hand to be doing this with. It's like, do I let my shoulder keep hurting, or do I make my hand hurt instead? Ugh. Being disabled sucks. Don't be disabled if you can help it. And if you are disabled, keep being awesome. Yeah, it was totally the vent. I was worried it was a cheap battery or something. Oh, don't let the time run out. Oh my god, they're legit gonna just let the time run out. I totally was gonna swing for lethal on my turn. No, we worked so hard. We dug through so much of the deck. We discarded so many cards. Why you do this? Boo, anticlimactic. Ah, such a sad way to win. Did that just crash Magic? No, Magic's still open, okay. Well, sorry the win ended up going like that. We tried so hard to get there. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and turn the stream off for a couple minutes, go grab another bug, and get set up to do another video for you guys. See you in a little bit.